Many salutations to viewers and coins of the vault alike. I am Tatsumari, and today we are going to be getting into something to where I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. As the title says over here, we're going to be playing the new class that came out in Maplestory within the I think it was last week sometime, like last Tuesday. I didn't get a chance to just, play it day one. And honestly, I didn't want to because I wanted to save it for you guys so that we could all learn the story and play the class at the same time. Now, for those of you who are watching this later, if you have played the new class yet, your, should I say, take on the character, that is your own. However, I am more so interested in the story behind the character and what it'll bring to Maplestory as a whole. Because if I remember correctly, most of the story that is happening in Maplestory now has moved past Maple World and is now focusing more so on Grandis. For those of you who have played the game, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you can skip the next, say, 15-20 seconds, or mute the next 15-20 seconds if you're live, or you can skip the next 15 or 20 seconds after I say when, because there'll be major spoilers. So, if you want to skip the spoilers, you can start skipping right now. Okay, did you skip? Okay, cool, whatever. If you're still here, that means you want to hear what's up. In the game Maplestory right now, as of right now, the game has moved to the point to where the main hero, you, the player, has defeated the Black Mage, and in the aftermath of that, Grendel the Ancient has destroyed like an anchor of the world and merged both Grandis and Maple World. So now they're both essentially one world now, because originally they were one world, but now he's put them back together, and now the story of the game itself is exploring more into the world of Grandis. Further out, and it's basically like a solar system kind of deal. So anyways, as far as I know, this new character is from Grandis, so we shall go dive right in. Now, I kind of have the character staged right now to create a new character. And, as you can see, this new character's name is Khali. Or maybe it's Khali. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. But as far as I'm aware... There we go. There's sound. I guess it just ended a song loop there, so it took a second to come back. But I have no idea what this class plays like, except based on the artwork alone, it kind of looks like a variant of the dual wield, or the dual blade class. This. Which, again, is also a variant on the... where is... the thief class, which is this young lady back here. So, let's see. Khali is a high flora priestess in Grandis. Okay, so another thing to back up here in the greater lore of things. In Grandis, there are two prominent races that have come around. There is the flora, and then there is the high flora. Think of them kind of like my best comparison, I guess you could say. Or they're like elves from not Tolkien, but Lord of the Rings. You know how there's like maybe plains elves, and then there's wood elves, and then there's the high elves. It's kind of like that. I am doing more research for my Maplestory lore series, and what I have found out is that at one point, the flora were all one race. But due to some... I'll dive deeper into it in the video. once I reach that point. But the flora themselves, because due to I think it was a beliefs divide. I have to look at it again. A divide of some kind. Those what are now the flora basically got kicked out and like really just hated on hard. And then the high flora remained. So Khali here, being a high flora, as far as I know, she is the first high flora class that we've had. The other classes that are flora, I believe... I don't know about Kane. I haven't played Kane yet, so I don't know. Oh, I guess we do have a second high flora. There's Adele. Let's see. Ark, who is a flora. Ilium. He's kind of like a flora, high flora hybrid kind of deal. I'll have to get into his story some more sometime. Kadena, she's not really, she's actually a, not Drakova, a Nova, but due to her story, she looks human. I'll get into more of that later if you guys want me to. If you want me to get into her story a little bit on stream, let me know in the chat. I will do that. Okay, so as of right now, yeah, okay, so we now have 2 flora classes and we have 2 high flora classes. So Khali is a high flora priestess in Grandis. She has a deep reverence for the benevolent lord and decides to take the guard selection test with her twin sister to serve as his personal guard. Her combat is fluid, linking swift movement skills with her chakram for close combat. She uses powerful skills by resonating the chakra created during combat. Okay, so another thing to note, her weapons here are, they look like they're based, again, like it's called chakram. If I remember correctly, the real world equivalent, they're just like basically a bladed frisbee. I could be very wrong, so, you know, don't take what I say with any absolutism here, but a chakram is basically a bladed frisbee. And I think you can either hold on to it, I think there's a way to hold on to it, or you can like throw it like, again, like a bladed frisbee, and it's like nasty. Alright, so, Khali, here we go. Oh, okay. Whatever. It's a burning character by default. So, we are going to do, as the character, like, normally I'd pick a male. However, the story is usually written based on the promotional art, which is a female character. So, I will be playing the female character. Alright, so let's see. Let's give her a little darker skin. Not quite that dark. Yeah, let's go there. That looks pretty cool. Alright. I like that. Okay. Confirm. Alright. Character name. Now, this is always the hard part because so many people have taken so many names. But let's see if we can come up with a name. Okay, let's see if that works. Really? No! Alright. What about this? Let's do the old Maple version, when we want it to be unique. Just put X's in the name. No, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Oh!
Yes! Cool! Khali blade! Khali blade shall be made.
Basic setting. Okay. So, we're probably going to get treated to an opening scene here.
End of the line, Tasha.
Wow, you got me.
Let me turn this up for you guys a little bit.
Arrest.
Remind me. What for?
For assaulting your betters, commoner. That's what.
Oh, okay.
Assault. Is that what they call it when they lose at Siamen? We're high flora. We're allowed to duel each other. Loser gets their wings scarred. Big deal.
Siamen culture is sacred. It's strictly reserved for the blessed and the divine, never for commoners.
Well, if they're so strict about that, why'd they all agree to fight me? And if they're my betters, then how did they lose? Maybe you think you're better. You want to find out?
Insolent.
Oh, what are you, scared? Come on. I don't even have any magic. Should be easy, right?
If you want to know the truth, the blessed you beat barely deserve the name at all. Anyone with a drop of magic in their veins is blessed. And they wear their magic like a badge. But zealots like me, we bear it as a weapon. You're a commoner who learned how to punch and kick. Now, how do you see this ending?
With a Siamen duel, obviously.
Okay, so I'm going to have to figure out what this Siamen is.
If you want to call it that, fine. I accept.
Woof!
So, what was that about your magic weapon? Really makes you question the whole system, doesn't it? I trained to get this strong. I earned it. You were born with your power, and that puts you above me for life. How about that? But even if I had been born with magic, somehow by some miracle, I would never have wanted to be like you. My parents were commoners. I'm proud to be one of them. You get it yet?
Look, I don't know what kind of trick you just pulled.
No tricks. I'm just better. Now, about your wings. Must be your lucky day. See you next time.
Tasha, you're back. Look, we've got a crib.
Oh, dear.
Keenan brought it by today.
Keenan did?
She said it was a gift from Anand.
Wait, what? And you accepted it? We're commoners. You know how it's going to look if we accept a handout from the Blessed?
As far as Keenan's told me, Anand just wanted to be charitable.
Yeah, you know, I believe her. I'm sure his intentions were pure and holy. We still shouldn't accept it. If people find out they're going to turn their backs on us, it goes against our honor.
Honor? You sound like one of them. Look, we need a crib, and business is slow these days.
What do you mean, slow?
The Blessed found out I married to you, the troublemaker. Which is not to blame you for anything. We're the two most popular commoners in Eremos, all thanks to you. But the Blessed are the ones who buy weapons.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. I'm proud of you, and I believe in you. You're standing up for all of us. But don't push yourself too hard, especially these days.
Oh, okay. So, I'm going to take a wild guess here, and I'm going to say these two are Khali's parents. And from what it sounds like, Tasha over here is pregnant.
I won't. And thanks. I'm proud of you too.
So it could be Khali's mother. Several months later.
Jad,
Mother? What's wrong? Is the baby coming?
Tasha needs you. Right now.
Oh boy, this is not good.
Tasha!
Honey,
Tasha, why are you so pale?
the baby. It feels wrong. Like magic.
Magic?
Tasha, I need to take a look. Oh gods. We need to get the baby out now.
Keenan, what do you mean, get it out?
I've read about this. If a commoner gives birth to a child with magic power, the books use the word mutant, the magic will flood the mother's body, and she'll die.
What? But if we take the baby out, she can live, right?
Yes. Babies with magic power spread their wings and discharge magic just as they're born. We have to get it out and away from her before that happens.
Oh boy, this is not going to be good.
If we do, what will happen to the baby?
It won't survive.
Oh.
But that's...
We'll do it. Keenan, you're the only one here who can.
Jad!
No,
Tasha, I have to make a choice.
please save our baby.
Oh boy.
Please. Promise me you'll keep our baby happy.
Look at those wings.
Tasha. Tasha, open your eyes. She's not breathing. Tasha. Tasha, please.
Jad.
Dang, okay, we're starting hard on this one.
Jad, your child needs you.
Right. I promise to keep them happy.
That won't be easy. I don't know much about mutants, but I know the Blessed kill them. In the cradle. For being impure.
We should take the baby and run. As far as we can.
Run?
Think about it, Jad. This could be our chance to fulfill Tasha's wish.
In what way?
The fact that this baby has magic is a statement in itself. Even between commoners, babies can be born into magic. Maybe they only call them mutants to scare people. Maybe the reason they have them all killed is so nobody finds out that commoners can have magic too. Listen, imagine your child, years from now, all grown up, doing just what Tasha did. Fighting for all of us. This child's existence could be a rallying cry. Our numbers could grow 100-fold.
What about the child's safety?
It won't be safe here, but I can protect it.
Keenan, I understand why you're fighting this wretched society. You and Tasha have sacrificed so much for that fight. You've been a fugitive all your life. How many times have you almost died? I don't want my child to inherit that life. And I don't think Tasha wanted that either. Her child deserves to grow up in peace. There's got to be a way.
What if there were, but you couldn't ever see them again?
If that's the price I'd have to pay for their happiness, then I'd pay it.
Okay, if you're absolutely sure. Tasha saved the life of a high priest way back when. You've heard me talk about him. His name's Anand. Take your child and go see him. Tell him who the mother is. He'll be willing to return the favor.
Okay.
Master, a guest has arrived.
My wife is in labor. I don't have time for strangers.
He said it's urgent.
And I said, send them back.
He said someone named Tasha passed, and he brought her child. But yes, I'll send him back.
Tasha passed?
That's what he told me, Master.
Oh, wow.
Is this fate? Call the Hall of Records. Twins were born in our house tonight.
Okay. So, this Anand guy is really, really, really kind of taking on a dangerous role here, because first, at least according to this, Khali here, she is a commoner, so probably a flora. If I remember, okay, the other thing to deal with the past of the flora again. Remember how I said that the flora and the high flora were once one race? I can't remember exactly what the divide was. I'll have to look up it again, and it'll be part of the lore series that I'm gonna do. But whatever that divide was, when the high flora kicked out the flora, they also... Well, I guess let me back up even further. All flora, or flora, high or not, have wings of light. The high flora more so, like, display them just everywhere. And they kind of look like wispy butterfly wings. It's kind of what they look like. But when the flora got kicked out, they had their wings, like, cut off, essentially. And, like, even though the wings are made of, like, light and not necessarily specifically attached to them, they still can be torn off and just injured in a way. So, when the flora got kicked out, they basically had their wings torn off. So in other stuff that I have seen, at least on stuff that I've played, the high flora, their wings are of a golden color, at least as far as I've seen. And in playing the Adele storyline, it appears there are some flora that have red colored wings. What that means, I don't know yet. Whether it's like a specific family or a specific power or something like that, I haven't fully figured that out yet. The flora, at least from what it sounds like here, can sometimes have kids that are born with power, born with magic power. Because when they got kicked out, they had their wings torn from them, and then had all the magic just torn from them in doing that again. So it appears that when a flora has magic, their wings appear as blue light. So hers being golden, this could mean that this is either sometime, the way the timeline could work, being that her wings are golden, this could mean that Khali is either born right after or right before, or probably right after the divide that split the high flora and the flora. So, but in either case, it means that she has high flora blood in her, which gives her, at least how I see it, probably means that she has high flora blood in her, which gives her wings that golden color. So, all right. Oh, and also there was a guy who came a couple of streams sometimes. I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. For you who made the Demon Slayer a couple weeks back. This is how the keyboard is set up. Usually hit the key right above the enter key and it'll bring up this menu for you. You can rearrange these buttons in any configuration you want. Usually what I do, if you're playing on a regular keyboard, I usually take this button, which is usually reserved for space. It allows you to just allows you to hit it and talk to NPCs, or harvest some veins of ore or golden flowers that are within some of the maps or something like that. And it's also used for creating stuff, or not harvest, but crafting items. I usually put it on end over here. This is usually if you're using a regular keyboard. If you're using a laptop keyboard, again, you can put this in any configuration you want. And then I usually put stats on shift. And then you can, if you double click on any of these, it will unassign them and bring it down to the pool of stuff that you can have. So let's see, I'll put this on Y. I don't need that. Don't need that. I'm going to put this over here on T for myself. We're going to get rid of that, that. We're going to put you over here. We are going to put you down here. Okay. So this is how I usually have my my hotkeys. So I have all of these keys are open for not only potions, but for skills, which, you know, I forgot to show you my main character's keyboard, but basically every key that you see that's empty right now is just about full on my main character with skills and potions and whatnot. So it can get pretty full, but this is how I have usually set up my keyboards at first. So that way I can, oh, I have this reversed. I want stats up here, and I want skills over here. Cool. All right. Alrighty. So we don't have any skills yet. All right. All right. Moving on. Ugh, I think I trained a bit too hard yesterday. I'm sore all over. Oh, I almost forgot. Dad and I are going out to the market today. Should I go see him now? Of course you're gonna go see him now. Oh, right.
Level 1 character. I don't have any skills active. Ha ha ha.
I'm gonna do some exploring. What's over here? Rasha, okay. Maybe a fellow priestess. What's over here? Oh, this is outside the temple, I take it. Okay, so we have that. Okay, so also, I'm playing on the Scania server, and I have nothing. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. I like the music.
Always conduct yourself properly. Ah, Khali, you're up. I was about to go knock on your door. Let's go, shall we?
Sure thing. I'll get Rasha. Oh, that's her sister. Okay.
Let her stay here. It'll just be the two of us today.
Really? Why?
Because it's your birthday.
Dad, we're twins. It's her birthday too. Dad?
Come on. We better get moving. And away we go!
So, why is it just the two of us today?
Khali, please don't rush. Walk gracefully.
I can't! The weather's too nice.
Okay, so, based on this, Khali is a bit of a tomboy. Oh, wow.
Welcome.
Alejandro, welcome, welcome. I know I was just actually talking a little bit ago about how to set up a keyboard. So I was trying to remember your name and I couldn't remember it right off the top of my head. But if you want to go back about 4 minutes or so, I did a whole explanation on how I set up my keyboard. So if you want to go there, check that out, like the hotkeys and stuff like that. You can go check that out if you want to. And then in a little bit here, I'll show you how to hotkey skills once we get some, because I have none right now. Or if you'd like to wait a little bit, I'm probably sure I'll get some skills in my on my character here, and then I can show you how to set it up.
Good day, Jad. Is the order ready?
Yes, it is. How do you like them?
Fine work as always, sir. Well, Khali, how do you like your birthday presents?
Oh, wow.
Whoa! I get both of these? Beautiful!
And knowing you, you should have just enough time to master them before the test of faith. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, Dad.
Your birthday, is it? In that case, here. I have something. For the daughter of my best client.
Oh,
If I might presume to offer one, that is.
Go ahead, Khali.
I'm honored to give you this.
Oh, that must have been... Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad. I believe that was her mother's scarf.
oh, thank you. It's really pretty. I mean, it pleases me greatly, sir.
And it suits you well.
Glad you like it.
Oh, how do I say this formally? Have you another such scarf, sir? As it happens, today is also my sister's birthday.
Unfortunately, I only have one of those. But if it's for your sister, I do have another one like it. How about this one? Different color, different design, but same general style.
Ah, beautiful.
Well, we have to get a move on.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right. There we are. We finally got our first job advancement. All right, so I know a while ago, yeah, now I can use chakram skills. Okay. Yeah, whatever. All right. Okay. So, as I said before, this is how I have my keyboard set up. You can, if you wanted to go back and check it out again, this is how I have most of my keys set up. I've pretty much blanked everything out. I have a slightly different setup than most people, so I have my keys are slightly different, but I usually put all my health potions on 1, and then I'll put my mana potions on 2, and then once I get some elixirs, power elixirs, yeah, that's a new word for you guys today, elixirs. I'll put them on 1 again, so that way you just boop, fill both of them up, excuse me. And then the auto assign, let's see. Yep, luck. Okay. So, I have a very strong sneaking suspicion that this is going to be set up exactly like a dual blade. So, basically a thief. So, we can just auto assign this, and everything will get just dumped right into luck. Just so that way you don't have to go boot, just boot the button a ton. So that way you can just auto assign and just everything goes right there. Back in the day, thieves, way back old Maplestory, for a little trivia for you guys. Back in the day, there used to have primary and secondary stats. For a thief, it would be primary luck, secondary dex. So that's why I have a little bit of dex. The secondary stat doesn't really matter all that much anymore. But so you basically just stick with main. But if you don't want to have to deal with you're trying to clicking 5 different buttons to assign your skills every time or skill stats every time you level up, you can just click auto assign and it'll dump everything where it should be, a recommended build, which is basically just dumping everything into your primary stat anyway, so it just saves you button clicks is really all it does. Alright, so now... we've got everything inventory-wise taken care of. Oh!
We got ourselves a medal, yes!
Wings of Sand, okay. Let's see. And it doesn't have any item description. Oh well. Okay. So there's that. Crosscut. Okay, so with a skill like this, when it says arts, or has that little tiny... Wait. Arts and void. Okay. So usually on most skills nowadays with Alejandro, most of the characters now, they'll have this little letter beside the skill name, and usually that coincides with something that it'll synergize, or like it'll work with later in the skills. It builds upon other skills. So this one, being that says arts, anytime you see a skill that has this on it, this little A on it, or it says arts on it, it will work with another skill somewhere down the road. So it's just something to keep in mind with basically all classes now. Okay, so this is going to be our main attack skill. No, not yet. Wait, one there. What is this? Move quickly in one direction and leave only an after image. You can move left or right by also pressing the relevant key, not affected by cooldown reset. Okay, so this is... We're going to want one skill in that. Okay, this is a stat boost. So we're going to want at least one skill here, because this is like a double jump. And then this is going to be our main attack. So we're going to want one there and one there. So then, this is going to be our main attack skill. And then, I'm going to want to... Let's see. Oh, I'm going to put it there. That's what I messed up. Okay. Put that there. No, we want that there, and then we want this here.
Sweet!
All right. So. Oh. Okay, so it's like a flash skill or a teleport skill. Okay, cool. Okay, yes, we want this because it just gives us thing that makes it helpful. Okie dokie. I'm gonna go practice with my new chakrams. Let's go out into the Badlands and kill 10 sloppy marauders with them. Huh. Alright, let's check over my skill. Keep an eye on my map. Don't get lost. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Okay, so the double jump skill isn't exactly very helpful right now because it has no power! Okay, so... Okay. Okay, so we don't have a meter to fill up. At least, not right now. Oh, okay. So we can only go side to side at the moment. And we don't have a vertical jump skill. Ooh. That's just the monster drop. Okay. Oh.
We got new chakrams already!
Okay. Okay, yes, I know. Don't need to worry about it. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Alrighty. So then for level ups, Alejandro, if you're watching this later, just click auto assign. It'll assign everything to luck. Done. Perfectly good. Alright, so we got skills. So we're going to dump all of it into our main attack skill. Oh, can you hear me okay right now? I should have everything should be coming through okay. 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 It's all right. It's all good. I should go home now. I need to give Rasha her birthday present. And of course, we just get teleported back home.
Rasha! Hey! What's wrong, Rasha?
Uh-oh.
Nothing. Were you out? I couldn't find you or Dad.
Yeah, we went to buy some birthday presents.
Yes, I am. This is the brand new character class that just came out called Khali. I have no idea how to play it or what it's about yet, so I'm going in completely blind.
Oh, here. This one's from me to you.
A scarf, huh?
What do you think? Do you like it?
It looks a lot like yours.
Yeah, a nice shop owner gave me this one. I wanted to get one just like it for you, but that's the closest one they had.
I see. Yours is pretty.
Okay, you're still sad. So what's the problem? Did you want a different one?
It's not about that.
Oh boy. She's kind of feeling left out. I have a feeling that this is the kind of relationship that happened between, the same kind of relationship that happened between, Lucid and Athena. Because, Lucid and Athena, I think used to be either really good friends or were basically kind of like sisters with each other at one point. Both being taught under Mercedes. But Lucid couldn't really, get the bow. But Athena could pick it up really, really fast. So Athena kind of became a little bit of a favorite to Mercedes, whereas Lucid was falling further and further behind. So she kind of got lost by the wayside a little bit. So it's kind of like the same. It seems like the same thing.
Do you like this one more? If you want to switch, I'm happy to. Whatever you like.
Thank you.
You know, I think it looks better on you. Happy birthday, sis.
In Maplestory, these are what's called the high flora and the flora. They are from the world of Grandis. It's a very big, long story that happened after the defeat of the Black Mage. But you can kind of think of this race of characters kind of like the elves from Lord of the Rings.
Happy birthday, sister.
Oh, more levels! Yay!
And basically, because there's an event going on right now with this character, so essentially this character is a burning character right off the get. Or right off the get-go. Meaning that I get 2 extra levels for every time I level. So this will go by pretty quick. Should, anyways. Now that I've given her a present, back to training. The test of faith is coming up, and I'll have to nail it if I ever want to join the Zealous. Should I go to Borderlands 2 to defeat 20 ferocious marauders? Haha, yes, apparently we're going there. We're just gonna go beat up some innocent people.
Yay!
Oh, that reminds me. I had a piece of equipment that I can check. Oh, really? Oh, it's a level 30. Okay, I can't even equip it yet. Okay. Cool. I'll keep it around so I can use it later. Oops. Do I have anything in storage? Nope. Merchant. Oh, this is for like health potions and stuff. Okay. Shalala? Ooh, shalala. Oh, Savage Terminal. Okay. Savage Terminal is for the Kadena storyline. Simmer. Okay. Or Simer, maybe. Ooh.
Fancy equipment.
And everybody goes kaput on the map. Okay. Give me a second here. I see the message. I'll get to it just a second. I am playing in the Scania server. Just so that way, because I am going in completely blind. And I don't want any help with, like, I don't want to have the temptation to have any characters to help me along. Oh, cool. Like, not that I'm... Okay, let me try to say that again. It's not that I don't want help. I don't want the temptation of me having any other high-level characters just give this character stuff. And honestly, in the modern Maplestory, it's not hard to find armors. And a lot of time, you'll end up just blowing past levels just really, really quickly. And you don't really have to cycle your armor a lot. Okay. Oh, whoa! Okay, so it has some iframes in there. Cool. Alright. Alright, I'm all trained up for the test of faith. You beat up a couple characters and you're suddenly full of training. Alright, yay! Hope Rasha's ready for it too. I should ask her.
Yay! Another 3 levels gone by.
Auto assign. All. And then, okay, so what's this? Oh, that's a stat boost, and this is a stat boost. Okay. So we're going to go here.
Cool.
You actually can... You can, actually forfeit that quest. You don't really need to do it. You can either forfeit or, like, if it gave you something, you can just drop the item. It will not hurt you in the slightest if you don't do that quest. Yep. Let's see.
Russia! How you doing, girl?
Hey. I've just been playing it in the interim, in this time that you were away, I guess you could say. So, honestly, there's a lot of stuff you can do, and there's a lot of stuff you can skip. If it makes you feel better, if you don't want to feel like you're missing out on anything, you can accept every quest you want to. And some of them you'll probably never finish. One quest I would say don't waste your time on is what is it called? It has something to do with getting like dew from rabbits in Ariant somewhere. I can't remember exactly what the quest is called. But it's supposed to be to allow you to wear higher level armor than what your character is currently leveled at. And it is, at this point in the game, it is such a waste of time that you can like completely ignore it. Rasha, okay. Hey Rasha, how's your training going? I don't know if I'm doing this right. I switched my weapon like you, but now I'm kind of regretting it. Could you spar with me? Maybe that'll help get the kinks out.
Alright, let's go, sister of mine.
Fighting's over, you can stop with the attacks.
Rasha, you've been training hard. I have been. I still can't beat you.
What can I say? I'm just way too strong.
That's not helping her, girl.
So, what do you think my chances are? Are we both going to make it? Or is it going to be Khali the Zealot and Rasha the Washout?
Don't talk like that. You'll make it just like I will.
Even if I do, everyone else there is going to be strong like you. How am I going to fit in?
Listen, just think about why we decided to do this.
Oh, the past. Several years ago, near the outskirts of the city.
Sister, what do we do?
It's going to be okay, Rasha. Just stay behind me.
Ah, yes. The tough older sister and the meek younger sister. Oh.
Are either of you hurt?
Ypsilon,
No, we're all right.
You saved us. Thank you so much.
Oh boy, I think I know where this is gonna head. Rasha probably has a huge crush on this guy, but this Ypsilon guy, he's only gonna have eyes for Khali because she is so much stronger, and is gonna completely snub Rasha in some way. That's probably how this story's gonna go.
Rather reckless of you two to be out here. Not our safest neighborhood, I'm sorry to say. It's best you hurry home.
Oh, wait! What's your name? I want to repay you.
Repay me?
Father says the world turns on reciprocity.
Reciprocity. That means you give, like, basically it happens both ways. You do something for me, I do something for you. Another version of it is reciprocating. But that's basically the idea of it. You do something nice for me, and I do something nice for you.
Reciprocity, is it? Well, I seem to have protected you. Perhaps the two of you could protect me one day.
Really?
When you're older and stronger, of course.
Wait, I still don't know your name.
Well, most people call me Lord of Eremos, or the Divine if they must. But you may call me Ypsilon.
I can just imagine it if it was an anime.
Reciprocity. We promised.
I can just imagine, like, if it was an anime, the guy's gonna be like standing against like, they're gonna do like a wide shot with the guy standing beside like a big sunset, and he's just gonna like flip his hair and be like, "Ah, so pretty." Ah. That's maybe that could be the case too. That's what happened in what's her name? Adele's storyline. Kinda.
He's a great man, a great ruler. He deserves our help, and this is what we can do for him.
Of course.
Now, when you talk about your strength, you're talking about raw muscle. But I think the most important muscle is your heart.
Yeah, it is. It's the thing that keeps you alive, you know, that goes and it makes you move and breathe and everything works.
As long as you hold on to what you believe in, keep it right here, you'll do what you need to do.
I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah, see? Your heart is what motivates you to grow as strong as you need to, when you're working towards what you want and believe in the most. So just feel that heartbeat, and let that be the drum that keeps you marching on.
I will.
Yeah, you will. We're gonna be zealots together, fighting for the city we love.
I feel like there was a mistranslation there. But, I don't have a... I honestly don't have a thing for it, so we'll just, like, kind of skip over it there.
Absolutely. Yes, we are.
On the day of the test. Okie dokie, that don't sound good. Okay. Alright, there we go. We got the little book. The test of faith is here today. I should go grab Rasha and get moving. Away we go! Either that or Rasha's gonna be sick or something. And then she's gonna miss it because... Okay, well... Hey, good, you're up. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. Let's do this.
Alright, let's go! As they say on Twitch, let's go! Let's go! Scribbles.
Single elimination tournament. Xiamen rules. 2 divisions, and the winner from each joins the Zealous.
Nice.
Xiamen, the honorable dueling culture of the High Floor.
Oh, cool! I was just hoping I'd find out about the Xiamen here.
In the name of the God King, they swear to a fair fight, and then battle it out with magic. Among the Blessed, it's mostly done for sport, or to show the masses how powerful our magic is, or just to show off. But any one of the Blessed can also challenge a Divine, and that's when it gets serious.
Give me just a second, Alejandro. Let me get through this little blurb here, and then I'll show you what I did.
Every Divine is a Xiamen champion. It's considered an act of valor to challenge them. And as a defender of their title, they have to accept.
I've never actually fought a real Xiamen duel before.
I guarantee you, half these other guys haven't either. Maybe more than half. You're not going to be fighting Lord Ypsilon today. Just some regular people like you. And you've trained way harder than they have. I wonder what it'd be like to fight Lord Ypsilon. Maybe I'll challenge him someday.
I'm pretty sure he'd thrash you.
Oh, he definitely would. I wouldn't expect to beat him. I just want to challenge him to show my respect. To show him how strong he inspired me to be.
Well, best of luck with that.
Best of luck to both of us. Let's do this!
Absolutely. Oh, 1 second. Let me look at the matchups.
What?
We're in separate divisions. I was dreading getting matched up with you.
Ha! Well, hey, you know I'm gonna beat everybody, which means everybody here is weaker than me. Which means you should have no problem.
That actually makes me feel a lot better. Thanks.
Oh no. Now they're gonna end up, both of them are gonna end up fighting each other.
You're Anand's daughter, aren't you? I wonder if you're as strong as he is. Don't expect me to hold back for you.
Of course not. Come right at me.
You got it. Let's see what you're made of.
Shaheen. Ah! Oh, that didn't take long. All right. So, here is my keyboard setup. As of right now. You know what? I'm going to make this a little better. I'll come back to this in a little bit. So everybody who's waiting for the storyline on this, I'll come back to it here in a little bit. But let me show you my main character's keyboard setup. Just to show you how busy it can be. Especially with all the skills that you'll acquire over time. Yeah, so this is my main character's keyboard. It is really full. I have a lot of stuff on it all the time. I have... Oh, I guess I should ask Alejandro, are you playing on a laptop or are you playing on like a normal computer with a regular keyboard? Still good. Because, again, depending on what you're playing with, that can... It's all good. Depending on what you're playing with, okay. Cool. Usually this'll, like... I will have on my keyboards, I will have... A, S, D, F, and G. I will have those like my main attack skills. A, I will have it as the skill that I use the most. So for this one, for my warrior here, would be I think it's Rage. Yeah, Raging Blow, which is my main attack skill. Yeah! And then right beside that on S, I will have usually my push skills. And then D, F, and G are any other number of attacks that you can use to help you out. And then on the bottom here, X, C, V, and B, I will usually have secondary boosters, like boost skills or something like that. Space is usually where I'll have like a really big attack that usually has has a cooldown, or it takes time to be able to use it again. And then this right here, in this skills window, you have the ability to make what's called macros, which essentially allows you to push one button. And usually, if it's for the Demon Slayer, I think you have one or two skills, might even have two skills that will help like boost your attacks and attack speed. You can put them all together in one of these macros. And so rather than having like multiple buttons for each booster, just boost, 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 that takes up more room on the keyboard, you can put them all together on one macro here and then just take the one thing. Oh, I think macros came shortly after Big Bang. Either shortly after or shortly before Big Bang. Because, everybody was using macros beforehand, and they would get banned because, macros were illegal back then. So now you can have up to, looks like 5 different macros, and each one has a different, you can put up to 3 skills in each one. As long as it doesn't have a cooldown, though. That's kind of the big thing. But, yeah, so this allows me to use one key for 3 of my booster skills on this character. So, for instance, Or I guess let me turn up so you can see it better. I believe that's it. Okay, so yeah, it will come in handy for later. So you can go like this. And I did all those skills with one button. So for the Demon Slayer, I'm not sure if there's multiple attacks or boosters that you can put on one of those. For instance, I do have one macro that I use for attacks, mostly just for flashy attacks. It just goes like this. Come on! It's just to be flashy. It has absolutely no bearing. They're not really that powerful. They just go... Again, like I said, it's just to be flashy. But usually I'll use a macro for, like, putting all your booster skills on. Come on! So that way you don't fill up the keyboard with a ton of skills that you really need, but you also need room for other skills, so that's how I use it. Does that help you out? Hopefully that helps you out at least. So I'm going to go back to Khali, and we shall move on with the story. All right, Khali! Okay, so, little slight refresher. She made it through the finals, semifinals, and whatnot. And Lyan... Oh, I think this was the guy that fought with her mother. This is going to be awkward. Congratulations, champion. What's your name? My name is Khali, sir. We had a good crop of contenders this year, but you stood out. You're remarkably fast. Thank you, sir. You're very kind. In fact, I've only ever seen one other person as fast as you. Another one of the Zealous? It's not important. Now, your first orders are to put on your new uniform and join us in the audience chamber. There'll be an appointment ceremony for you and your fellow initiate. All right. Yes, I get it. Oh, cool. Ooh. Can I even wear these? Nope, I can't wear those. Darn! Who's the other new initiate? You'll see. Are you ready to meet Lord Ypsilon face to face? Let's go! Ah, yes, she made it!
Rasha! Khali! We did it!
You know each other. I should have guessed from the scars.
We're sisters!
Huh. Two siblings, elevated to zealotry on the same day. Your parents must be very proud.
It's a great honor for the family, sir.
Who is your father?
High Priest Anand, sir.
Ah, I know Anand well. Clearly his blood runs strong in you.
Uh-oh. I don't like that look on his face. This is a look of a man who knows exactly what's going on.
Very well.
Ooh, pretty.
You You stand ready to join the Zealous, the keepers of justice and order in our glorious city. Will you serve the city of Eremos and the divine Lord Ipsilon with eternal loyalty?
Well, I wouldn't even call him a villain. He's just a very firm believer in his ways. And if you remember right, this Leyan guy, he was the one that fought against... Oh, I guess you weren't here for the beginning. But he fought against Khali's mother, who was kind of like a rebellion leader kind of deal. It was really messed up. So if you want to go back and like watch the beginning of this, it'll put the whole thing in like perspective.
Do you swear it?
Yes. I swear eternal loyalty.
Yes, I swear eternal loyalty.
I remember you two. The wayward children from all those years ago.
You remember us, my lord?
You both stood out to me.
We didn't know you were the lord until you told us. From that day on, we trained to be your protectors. And now? Here we are.
Ah, you've taken your first step, yes. But there'll be many more to come.
Whatever you command, my lord. We are ready to defend you to the death.
No, don't die for me. Live for our people.
That's a much greater challenge. That's one of the bigger things, like one of the cooler things that I've ever heard. Is if ever somebody says you wouldn't die for me, is no. I take on the much greater challenge of living. That's always something to keep in mind. At least, I think so.
I can't believe he remembered us!
Right?
He really is amazing. I want to make him proud.
I'm sure you will.
Well, you will too. We both made it, Rasha. We're gonna be unstoppable from here on out.
You said it.
Hey, all right, more levels, yay! All right, okay, stat boosts. Something also to keep in mind, Alejandro, any of the skills that you see that will just increase your stats, like so this one right here, speed, jump, max speed, avoidability, and then this one over here I think is attack, power, defense, HP, MP, knockback, all that stuff. You can actually level those up last. You will always get enough skill points to level them all the way up. Back in the day, however, you actually had to make sure you pick and choose your skills, which skills you leveled up. And it was a little more interesting that way, I thought. But it was also kind of frustrating sometimes because there were skills that were really good that you kind of wanted to have, but you never ever had the points to use them. So it was kind of interesting at the time. I'm sure you probably remember that day. My first day in the Zealous, and my very first mission. Let's get this mission started. All right, let's go! Oh boy. I have a feeling somewhere along the way, Khali's gonna have her whole world crash down on top of her because she's gonna find out who her parents really are. Either that, or she's gonna be tasked with killing her real father. That's gonna be just... right through the heart. Oops. Oh, Rasha, you're already here.
I didn't want to wake you up.
Fine with me. Let's get started. Alrighty. Let's go. Initiates, welcome to day 1. Let me ask you, how do you feel? Excited.
nervous.
Of course she would be. Same parents, very different personalities. We're going to start you off with a simple mission. You'll each go to a designated area and clear out all the enemies there. You're new, but I still expect your best. Our people depend on it. Khali, you'll go to Near the Desert 1. You can expect to find about 30 suspicious outlaws there. Take them out. You'll have radios, so you won't have to report in on foot. Just call me when you're done. Alrighty, let's go! Mission accept! Mission
start!
Oh! It's a triple jump. Cool. Yay! Yeah! Alrighty. Bullies, the big bullies. Oh, hello. Oh, yay! We got vertical jump now. Oh, that's cool. Got a little sand waterfall right here. Yes! Okay. So this skill must be on a cooldown. Oh, it has a 5-second cooldown. Okay. Okay. Let's radio in. Nicely done. Quickly, too. You're as good as I expected. And now, our people's travelers are that much safer. Great job, both of you. Let me know when you're ready for the next mission. Level up! Okay, that's maxed out. Cool. The second mission. I'm going to send your father out this time. I think there's an R missing there. Go to Near the Desert 2 and bag about 50 enraged outlaws. Must save the miso! Okay, so she's a very mobile class. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that my that I answered your question with the keyboard stuff. That to help you set up your keyboard is really all.
Once again, well handled. You're learning quickly. There'll be another mission soon, but you're not quite ready for it yet. Keep hunting down monsters and improving your skills. I'll call you when the time comes.
Being that we're a burning character, we're probably going to get it, like, right now. I wonder what the captain has in mind for me. There it is. Ever since I joined the Zealous, all I've done is kill random bandits and whatnot. I know it's important to keep the roads safe, but I'd love a chance to protect the Lord Ypsilon himself. Or at least do something special. Maybe that's what they're calling me to the palace for. Should I leave right now?
Yeah, you definitely should leave right now. You're going to the palace. Them people want you
Initiate
prompt.
Khali. Initiate Rasha. I hope you finished settling in.
Yes, Captain.
Yes, Captain.
Good. I've been keeping tabs on your performance. You've accomplished every mission you've been given. And Khali, you especially have been shining out there in the field. Beyond my expectations.
Thank you, sir.
Not long after you two joined us, I told you I would call on you when the time comes. Do you remember?
Uh-oh. I don't like where this is going.
Yes, sir.
That time has come. You've served the Zealous faithfully for a year now. But you are still initiates. To advance, you'll have to pass one final test of loyalty. A sacred mission awaits you, but once you've accomplished it, there's no going back. Can you commit to that?
Yes, Captain. Rasha.
Yes, Captain.
Good. Then here's the mission. You'll have to raid the enemy and bring 10 captives back alive. Each of you. You'll find that's much more difficult than killing them outright. Good luck. Oh, and remember your oath.
Yep, he knows. He knows. He so knows. This is gonna turn out badly. So badly.
Not going back. Remember your oath. What is he getting at?
I think he means we'll have to be even more loyal moving forward. What's wrong?
I don't know. I just have a really bad feeling about this.
You worry too much. Don't worry. Whatever comes at us, we'll handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, Rasha. I'm right there with you. I got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, are we ready to do this? Use some rope to capture them. 10 each, right? How about you take care of the menacing outlaws? Here's the rope. Get close to the menacing outlaws and double-click the rope to catch them with it. 50, don't get hurt.
Okay. All right. So here's one of the cool things with this sometimes. When you get a use item, just about any use item that you get, you can put it on as a hotkey. So that way you don't have to open up the inventory, double click it, and worry about getting pounded in the face while you're trying to do the thing. And you can always override it by just grabbing another one of these and just put it there and then put it back, and it'll undo it. Most of them. I don't think you can do like scrolls or like return to town scrolls or anything like that, so you do have to like click those. So like 90% of the items you get for in the use tab, you can pretty much assign to the keyboard. But not every item. No, the Alt is the jump. It's beside the keyboard or beside the space bar. In the that's the default button. So just like normal attack, just kind of like swinging your sword is control. And then alt is the jump, is your jump. You can move it to spacebar if you want it to. However, the default is usually interact / Oh, okay. The the WAS doesn't work in this game. It's actually the arrow keys on the keyboard. That's your movement. WASD is Oh, you can't? Okay. Yeah, the WASD doesn't work in Maplestory. At least it doesn't work for me. I don't know if you have like a different setup that allows you to reassign your keyboard keys or whatnot. But for the most part, the way this is set up, these 4 over here are the movement keys. Your up, down, left, and right. And then your letters are usually for your hotkeys. That's how I play. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the only way to play. It's usually just the way I play, and that's the way I've grown up with it. Like I said, default movement is your arrow keys. And then your hotkeys are your other letters across the keyboard. So yeah. All right, let's go. I keep forgetting I have a triple jump. Because I don't play thieves that often, so... I mean, like, this is the only time I've ever played a thief. One of the only times I've ever played a thief. I think I do have a Nightwalker somewhere, which is part of the Cygnus Knights, but I haven't touched him for ages, and I think I even deleted him. Okay, that's another thing. In Maplestory, you don't use the mouse. Like, I mean, use the mouse to, like, you know, do dialogue boxes and move stuff around on the screen. But for the most part, everything is done on the keyboard. Your movement around, you're using on the skills. The mouse you do not use it for movements. I mean, I think there's maybe one... I think maybe the Phantom class has some use with the mouse, but even then, it's very limited. So, yeah, you never use the mouse. It's pretty much all keyboard. Come here, you. Got you. Got you. Got you. And got you. Got you and got you and got you. Come here. And... got you, and got you. Yay! I've captured all 10 menacing outlaws. Yeah, that's the rope item that I assigned right here. A lot of times when you're given an item like this, there's one of 2 methods you have to do. One, you have to get the character down, or the enemies down to like half health, and then you can use this item and it'll catch stuff. For this one, I think they've modified it now to where you actually don't have to do the half health, because a lot of the characters have been boosted out, like, out the wazoo, to where they're probably like, or some people who have multiple characters will just give like late game armor to them, or fully leveled up armor to them. I can try. Yeah, I can't really make the screen any bigger. At least on the software that I'm using. So sorry, that's about as big as I can make it. Let me see. Let me see if there's one more thing that I can do. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, that I can't really make the windows like these any bigger. So yeah, sorry about that. That's about the best I can do. I do, but the Discord that I do have, I usually keep it pretty private, and it's usually for working with people that I work with voiceovers or voice acting for. So that is why I usually don't share my Discord. I usually try to keep that pretty private, and yeah, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just I like to try and keep it. I don't have a community Discord server, as it doesn't really seem like a lot of people are interested in that as of yet. So, maybe sometime down the road when and if I get a little more popular, if it becomes a thing to do, maybe I'll do it. But as of right now, I really try to keep my Discord private unless they are personal friends of mine or people that I'm working with. So, again, sorry, but that is how I'd like to keep it. All right. Okay, yeah, that's understandable again. So, for anybody else who is listening out there, if you are interested in that, helping to build a community, let me know in the comments below this, and maybe I'll make a community Discord for the coins in the vault. We shall see. All right, so yeah, here we go. It's captured all 10 menacing outlaws. Guess I won't be needing the rest of this rope. I'll just toss it. Alright, so level 31. Cool. Now, usually this means a job advancement. But, being that I am so far ahead in levels as compared to the story, probably won't do that just yet. As of right now, though... Nope. Where's the key? There it is. Equipment. Okay, so we actually... want to... No, we don't want to upgrade. We want to examine. Yes, we want these. They are far more powerful. Report this now. Yes, we are going to report. We shall save the job advancement here in a minute.
Welcome back. Lord Epsilon himself will debrief you.
The Lord wants to see us? Now?
That's right. Come with me.
I still got a bad feeling about this.
Reporting in, my lord. By your command, I bring you these enemy captives.
Well done.
My lord, may I ask one question?
Rasha!
Of course.
Of all the missions you could have given us, what did you want these captives for?
Before I answer that, as I recall, Rasha, you swore eternal loyalty to me.
Uh-oh.
Yes, my lord. certainly did.
When you took that oath, did you understand what loyalty truly means?
Uh-oh. I don't like this.
True loyalty comes from the heart, from the sincerity of faith and trust. To follow that pledge daily, to commit oneself to every task, every order, every step of the way without doubt, without question. Perhaps you had a different definition in mind the day you took the oath. If so, kindly take off the uniform now.
My lord, I truly respect you. I only asked because...
Eternal loyalty, my lord. We swore to it with all sincerity.
Ah!
What are you doing?
Rasha!
In your duties among the Zealous, you've taken lives, have you not? If I were to ask you why, what would you say?
We did it for the safety of the people.
Yes, you killed them for the greater good. I understand all too well. You and those who share your devotion have slain a great many in defense of the city. And I could never command you to stain your hands with the blood of the unenlightened. Were I not willing to do the same? You understand now why we keep these missions from the initiates, until they're ready to know. Even so, it always comes as a shock to them. I only hope you also understand. Your oath is your bond, the very essence of your integrity. May it always hold true for both of you.
You were right about him, Alejandro. He turned out to be the villain. Or maybe not the villain, but at least very
Khali?
overly proud of his position.
Yeah?
Are you going to stay?
What do you mean?
I've been thinking about it from all different angles. There's no way that was the right thing.
What are you... You're not thinking of quitting, are you?
Aren't you? You'd better be after what we just saw.
No! Listen. Remember what the captain said? Once we've carried out that mission, there's no going back. We've seen too much. They'll never let us go.
No, I think it's more so... The High Flora, a lot of times, at least in this game, are portrayed as very proud. But like, the bad kind of proud. To where they lord their position, they use their position and their status as a means to just say, I can do what I want because I am this.
I don't care.
I mean,
Can't be a part of this.
You're not thinking straight.
You're not thinking at all. Did you forget what you said to me? The heart, remember? We've got to follow our hearts.
My heart belongs to this city and the Lord who protects it. Everything he does is for the people. Even that. And he's right. It's dirty work, but someone has to do it. Why not him? Our city has enemies, and he's helping us fight them.
We fight when there's a threat. A tied-up, helpless person is not a threat. And did you see what he did to them?
Probably less than they deserved. And if they're gonna die anyway, what does it matter if he...
Do you hear yourself? Is this what you wanted? What either of us wanted when we signed up to help people? And no one needs to steal someone else's life force. There's no defensible reason for that.
There has to be. He's a good person.
Do you really think so? Still?
well, at least there's no love triangle. That would have been bad.
Khali, I wanted to be a protector, not a murderer. If you're really okay with what you saw back there, then I don't even know what to say to you.
Rasha!
You really want out now? After what you've seen? Well, you know where this is going.
Kill me if you have to. I'm done.
Right you are.
Captain,
Step aside, Khali. She's made her choice.
put me in charge of her. I'll straighten her out. And she won't tell a soul. I'll make sure of it. Just, please, don't kill my sister.
All right. You've earned that favor. You're loyal, you're capable, and I know you'd follow any order I give you. Rip her wings off.
Oh! Ay, ay, ay.
You want me to...
No, not my wings! You... just kill me! I'd rather die!
Rasha,
I'll leave it up to you, Khali. Strong, loyal, and wise beyond your years. Once again, Khali, you exceed my expectations.
Rasha,
There's something I want to give you.
these are...
Before you say anything, just listen. Our wings stand for who we are. You know that. I'm still here thanks to you. But my wings are gone. I don't just mean the ones on my shoulders. I mean you, Khali. You are my wings. When Dad got your chakrams, I bought those swords for myself. Because I wanted to be like you. My whole life, you've inspired me. I envied you. And I respected you.
Rasha,
Now I don't feel anything. You probably think you saved me. But without my wings, without my pride, I'm dead.
Ouch!
I didn't have a choice.
Yes, you did.
I had to save her. There was no other way. If I hadn't done it, I did the right thing. I did the right thing.
Another day. The mission is to drive out invaders. Before I go, I should say goodbye to Rush. Rasha? Are you awake? I haven't seen you in, wow, a year now. Time flies, huh? Could you please show me your face? Just once. I'm sorry. I'll come back. Nope, don't want to do that yet. Don't want to do any of those yet. Shouldn't put any pressure on her. Someday, she'll understand why I did what I did. When she knows I'm leaving, she'll start her daily routine. Time to go drive out the invaders. Okay, so we're gonna reset this. There we go.
Well done, Khali. Lord Ypsilon will be very pleased. It's been a while since you joined the Zealous, hasn't it?
About 2 years.
2 years. Where does the time go? How's your sister? Rasha, wasn't?
She's doing great.
That's good to hear. You and I had put her through hell that day, but you followed through with it. You proved your loyalty on a level most people will never know. Not to mention everything you've accomplished since then. It's actually pretty hard to impress me, Khali, but you manage it every time.
No, Captain. You're flattering me.
Oh, nice!
Oh, I mean it. And that's why I spoke with the Lord about how to thank you. We've decided to make you my adjutant. Your father will be even more proud of you.
As far as I understand it, adjutant is basically like personal bodyguard, or it's like a really high personal guard. A really high level personal guard. It's one of the biggest honors you can have. Okay. Nope, not yet. Don't want to do that.
I've put together a little ceremony, if you're free for it now.
Same picture, only without her sister this time. That night.
Rasha? I hope I'm not waking you up. I got promoted today. I'm the captain's adjutant now. I know, I'm not expecting you to congratulate me or anything. I just wanted to tell you. Someday, you'll show me your face again. Won't you? Our birthday's coming up. Remember our birthday before last? When we got the 2 scarves? It was the first time we'd gotten, well, almost identical presents. I loved how people recognized we were family because we had those scarves. Best birthday ever. Last year we were so busy with missions, we couldn't even celebrate. It's been bugging me ever since, so this year I really want to spend our birthday together. Good night, Rasha.
Something's telling me that she's gonna end up having to fight her sister because her sister is now part of like the resistance that her mother was a part of initially. That Khali's mother was a part of initially.
The captain's calling. Should I go see him now?
Nope, here we go.
Reporting for duty, Captain.
At ease, Khali. I've called you here for a very important mission.
Ready and awaiting orders.
I mentioned once there was someone else as fast as you. Do you remember?
Only vaguely, sir. I don't recall you telling me who they were.
Her name was Tasha. By commoner standards, she was exceptionally fast and strong.
Huh. Did she have magic?
No magic. Just martial arts. But she excelled at those. She was stronger than some blessed.
A commoner stronger than blessed?
She was a troublemaker. She'd pick out weak blessed and challenge them to Siamen duels. And then when she beat them, she'd crow about how commoners were just as good as we were, and how the caste system ought to be abolished.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about right there is, that's how the high flora and the flora see themselves. The high flora see themselves as just way up there. Just to be revered and worshipped.
Obviously, she was a threat to our way of life. I chased after her myself, but I never caught her. Turned out I didn't need to. She died shortly after she got started. Just up and vanished one day. Later, we found her body. Turned out she'd died during childbirth. Word on the street was the child had died too. Her husband was just a regular shopkeeper, and her child was dead. So, closed the books on her. And that was that. Until a short while ago, when an old friend of hers showed up again. A rabble-rouser named Keenan. We arrested her immediately.
Uh-oh.
I remembered how she dragged down everyone's spirits with her rumors and lies, so I paid her a visit in her cell. As I expected, she and Tasha have been close as kin. What Tasha did with her fists, Keenan did with her words. Now, Keenan had laid low since Tasha's death. Hadn't made a sound in years.
So, what made her start up again?
I asked her that. Apparently, she'd been telling the crowds there was a mutant in our city.
A mutant? As in a commoner with magic? Do we know who it is?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Give me a name. Tell me, and I'll order them to spare your life.
You give your word?
It's your one chance, and it's slipping away as we speak.
That's a no. You're going to kill me either way. I know how you blessed are.
Do you? Then consider this choice. Speak and die painlessly, or hold your tongue until you can't anymore. Until all you can do is scream.
I'm not afraid of you, or your magic.
You needn't fear us at all. That'll do, Captain.
Yes, my lord.
May I ask why your lips are sealed so tightly?
You have to ask?
Oh, I'm sure you have your reasons, of course. The good of your people, your cause, your sense of morality. But what drives you most of all?
What do you care? I swear, you people ask the weirdest questions.
You dare.
At ease, Captain. Keenan, the commoners are my people too. I need to understand them. And you, of course, as one of them.
Well, I do have a sense of morality and a cause and people, but I don't risk my life for those anymore. Let's just say I'm doing this out of loyalty.
Loyalty. An admirable trait. Not easy to extract, but not impossible either.
Oh, dear.
Stop! What are you doing?
Now let us ask you again. What is the name of the mutant?
I never heard the name, but it's Tasha's child.
Tasha.
The child was born with wings, so we faked its death. But the child is...
Alive.
Tasha had a mutant child. And it's here? In the city?
Yes, an heir to her legacy. And with magical power, no less. If Tasha was a threat, her child could be a catastrophe. We have to find out who it is.
Okay, so at least it doesn't know it's her yet. Oh boy, that was tense. Okay, so I'm going to keep going along with this for a while, because I want to get to the end of the story. Her only family member were husband and mother-in-law. Bring them in quietly. That's your mission. I'd advise you to go right away. Oh boy, this is going to get nasty.
Ah, Blessed One. Welcome. How can I help you? Is everything all right?
Is that your mother next to you?
Ah, yes, she is. Mother, say hello. This is High Priest Anand's child.
Oh, hello, Blessed One. Anand's child. You must be the other girl's sister.
We'll talk later, Mother. Now, are you looking for weapons? What kind? Who are they for?
No, I'm looking for you. You're both under arrest.
I'm sorry, what?
Come with me, please.
Uh-oh. This is not good. Not good, not good, not good!
All right. We have a few questions.
I'll handle it, Khali. Stay outside and guard the door.
Sir?
This is a sensitive case. We need to make sure no one else comes in.
Understood, sir.
Captain, why are you doing this to us? We're just ordinary commoners. We run a store, that's all. We haven't committed any crimes or sins.
No sins, you say?
Well, no more than any other law-abiding citizen. This isn't just because we're Tasha's family, is it? No. You're far too noble. You wouldn't arrest us for that.
True, but irrelevant. I left you alone for many years, Chad, when I thought you were innocent. You've no doubt heard of mutants. I'm sure you know their magic is impure. Now tell me, Chad, do you have any children?
I had one, briefly. It died at birth.
The runes in the game, they are like extra little boosts that happen every now and again in the game. You can unlock those. They have like a 4-button combination of using the arrows, like up, down, left, right, something like that. You'll activate them, and for 2 minutes, you'll get a double XP boost and a little bit of a whatever happens, those runes, their effect will carry along with you anywhere between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. And they'll help you on the map as well. So they're pretty cool. And there's all kinds.
Is that so?
Yes. It's all on record. I reported it that night. You can check. I lost my wife and...
Jad!
My men and I have kept you living in peace your whole life. I imagine you've never been cut like that before. So what now? Ready to tell me the truth?
I've told you the truth. There's nothing else.
Well then, there's no reason to keep you here.
Uh-oh.
Why don't you go meet your wife?
Blessed One, please! I'll tell you!
Jad, you have a wise mother.
Tasha's baby was a mutant, it's true. When we saw the baby's wings, we sent her to the High Priest's house for adoption.
Mother, no. Stop.
Which High Priest?
Anand. His name is Anand.
And the name of the child?
I don't know.
Of course you know. Don't test me.
No, I truly don't. My son was the one who took it to the priest. I barely even looked at it. I didn't want to remember its face.
Fair enough. Back to you then, Chad.
Wait, there's a way to find out who the child is.
Go on.
Oh no. Oh no.
Jad gave Tasha's keepsake to the child as a gift.
Did he?
On their 17th birthday, yes.
And what is this keepsake?
It's a scarf, embroidered with Tasha's symbol.
Did you find out the name?
No. But I found a lead.
Good. Captain? What's wrong?
Didn't your sister have a scarf like yours?
That's right, she did. Why do you ask?
I need to see Lord Ipsilon. Keep watch here. Make sure they don't escape.
By your order, Captain.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy, this is gonna be the event that's gonna turn her.
Blessed One! Blessed One! You're Odin's child, yes? Please. Please save us.
Don't worry. If you're innocent, you'll be home by nightfall. Just tell us everything you know.
I already said everything! We sent the child to your father's house! So, please, Blessed One, please!
They've served their purpose. We can dispose of them now.
Adjutant, what are you doing? Lord Ipsilon has spoken. Don't get in his way.
My lord, there's no need to dispose of them.
Khali!
It's all right, Captain. Please, Adjutant, continue.
They've fully cooperated. They've told us everything we need to know.
Indeed they have.
So, forgive me, my lord. But shouldn't we let them go?
I'm not sure I follow.
We brought them here to question them, not kill them. They're innocent. By law, we have to set them free.
Ah, now I see where the misunderstanding is. These two are in no way innocent. They willfully hid the birth of a mutant. That's quite a serious crime. Mutants are a symbol of sin, as I'm sure you're aware.
They made a mistake, yes. But that was years ago, and they confessed to it. They aren't outlaws or vagabonds. They're our own people. They deserve—
No one who has ever aided a mutant can be counted among our people.
My lord, with all due respect, how can you say that?
Think it through. Mutants' magic is impure and twisted. That makes them inherently evil. These two conspired to hide that evil within our own city, to plant a seed of corruption. In the home of a priest, no less. We cannot let them go unpunished.
But that only makes sense if you assume the baby was born evil. Without that, they're just two poor people trying to save a child.
You would question our sacred doctrine on their behalf? Commoners with no magic in their bloodlines, being born into magic regardless, that isn't natural, Khali. It's an affront to the natural order and all we stand for. Or perhaps you disagree?
I just... Wait, my lord, please!
Oh boy. Oh, good grief, man. This one... And I thought Kadina's questline was hard. This is just brutal. This is all wrong. What should I do? I should tell Father.
Khali, did you just get in? Where have you been all night?
Father, there's something I need to tell you.
Well, this can't be good. What happened? Is it about Rasha?
No. I was on duty today, and I saw something so horrible,
Tell me.
Well, it started with...
She tells the whole story.
Unbelievable.
He did that to our own people. Powerless commoners.
Khali, you need to run.
What?
Don't tell them you're leaving. Just go. Get out of the city as far away as you can.
But, Father, what about Rasha? If I just cut and run now, they'll take it out on her. And you. They'll probably lock you up. And they'll kill Rasha for sure. She doesn't have her wings anymore. As far as they're concerned, she's a commoner now. And now we both know what they do to commoners. So, no, I'm not leaving Rasha. I'm her sister.
You're right. You are her sister. And I'm your father. We're family. We'll all leave together, then. We'll find a place to hide and start over.
Maybe I should just stay. I don't want to make you lose everything.
I won't lose everything. I'll have you too.
Yeah. We'll always have each other. Let me go to Rasha. I'll tell her. Rasha, can we talk? Just for a minute. It's really important, please. Today, I saw Lord Ypsilon kill 2 innocent people. Commoners. I honestly thought he loved his people. That's why I loved him. But he murdered them. Just like that. And not for any good reason. They were only protecting a baby. He pulled the life right out of them. I tried to talk him out of it. He just wouldn't listen. And Rasha, I'm the one who brought them in. They're dead because of me. You were right. You were right all along. I can't take back anything I've done, but I can make it right between you and me. Just please give me a chance. Please open the door. Rasha.
We both made our choices. Little ones that led to big ones. But Khali, if you want to make this right, I'm here for it. Because I'm still your little sister.
Oh no, this is not gonna end well. Okay, so this is probably... Okay. Okay, so everything that's here... Yeah, a lot of... Sometimes they have a level requirement where you have to be a certain level in order to even start them. So in that case, what you can do is you can go to other places. You can either do a lot of training, just like grinding out monsters, or you can do different, like mini dungeons along the way, and they'll give you a big boost of XP along the way until you get to that point. Good places to start are... let's see. Okay, so good places to start. You probably can't... I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Being that you're level 40, I think you can still do Gold Beach. You might be able to do Rena Strait. I think you can also do Elodin. You should be able to find it in the little light bulb that's over here on the left. You should be able to still do those. I'm not for sure, though, because it's, you know, LNL Fairy Academy, though, I think you might be too high of a level, because I think that actually has, like, a certain level things you can... 52? Okay. So I think you can still do Gold Beach, Rena Strait, or Elodin. Rena Strait, however, I think doesn't... Yeah, like, from level, like, 1 to 100 is actually pretty fast. But yeah, I think you can still do Gold Beach, LNL Fairy Academy, or maybe not that. Gold Beach, Rena Strait, or Elodin. You can do those, and they give you a chunk of XP. But at your level, it won't be as big of a chunk of XP. And there's quests all over the place you can do. To you know, get stuff done, or if you're not up for quests, you can just find yourself a good spot where monsters spawn a lot. It depends on what missions you're talking about. If you're talking about the ones for Demon Avenger, or not Demon Avenger, Demon Slayer specifically, yes, that's kind of how they work. But if you're looking for just grinding out levels, there are a lot of places you can go to get a good monster spawn area. I think you could even go into a map mission. Yeah, it's just kind of like just a thing. Okay. Yeah, a lot of times they'll have like they'll have like something one, and then they'll have a 2, and that's just kind of a mix of the 2 maps, and then they'll have a 3, which is like other monsters at the same time. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Ted's working on finding us a place to lay low. Rush is starting to pack for the 3 of us. For now, I'll keep doing my job like there's nothing wrong. Otherwise, they'll get suspicious. Oh, okay. So yeah, you should be able to complete it. It's just the rewards that you get will be not quite as big of an impact as they would be if you did it that low. Tuning now? Today's mission is far out in the Badlands. It'll take almost half the day to get there, so I should go before it gets too hot. Alright, hopefully she's...
That ought to do it.
Yes. All of you, return to base. I'll tie up the loose ends.
Meanwhile...
Russia is the child. There's no doubt.
How do you know?
They said the child has Tasha's keepsake. A scarf with her symbol on it. Khali has a scarf, but there's no symbol. Plus, Khali was the one who arrested Tasha's family. If there'd been any relation between them, Khali would have let them go. And I'm not just defending my subordinate here. Khali cares deeply about family. Always has. Also, if Tasha's family had recognized Khali, they would have said something. But all they said to Khali, in between all the begging for mercy, was that they'd sent the child to the priest's house. And besides all that, Khali's always been loyal, whereas Rasha is a washed-out renegade. Which of those two do you think has the blood of a troublemaker?
Valid points all. Nevertheless, don't scratch Khali off the suspect list just yet.
Understood, my lord.
Uh-oh. Not good! Uh-oh. Definitely not good.
Captain Lion, what are you doing here? If you're looking for Father or my sister, they're both out. You should come back later. Let go of me. I can't breathe.
I knew it was you.
What are you doing?
I shouldn't have had your wings ripped off.
What?
I've always been curious about mutant magic. Guess I won't get to see it now. Too bad.
Oh no.
I don't understand. Please, just get out of here.
Did you ever think it was strange, Rasha, that you were so far behind? Magic runs in the family, of course. Your father, Anand, well, aside from the Lord himself, he's the strongest in the city.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying you are not Anand's biological daughter.
What in the world are you talking about?
Your biological mother's name was Tasha. She was a commoner and a misfit, like you. Now that I've got a good look at this scarf, I remember everything about it. I hated it. Back when she wore it, it fluttered every time she moved. Kept throwing me off.
So this scarf used to belong to someone named Tasha. So what?
To you, your mother's just someone named Tasha. Fitting. But yes, and the one who gave it to you is your biological father, incidentally.
Where is he now?
Khali arrested him. Not knowing he was your father, of course. I questioned him myself.
Then he's probably dead.
Well, that aside, for your other family's sake, I suggest you come along quietly. Unless you want to claim that scarf isn't really yours.
It's mine. My family gave it to me.
Master, terrible news.
What is it?
Rasha. Rasha's been taken.
What? Who took her? Where?
It was.
Lion?
Anand, long time no see.
Where's my daughter?
Oh, right, your daughter. Go on ahead if you want to see her. Lord Ipsilon's expecting you.
Oh dear.
Anand.
Rasha! You... Why?
You know exactly why. Mutants are sin incarnate. Even without the wings, she could have... Well, you never know. We had to be sure. Of course, raising a mutant in secret is also quite a sin. So you'll have to pay for that as well. Then again, your daughter Khali has been... loyal enough for the most part. What to do with you?
Oh dear. This is gonna break. If it doesn't break her, or if she isn't broken now, this will. She could report on the mission now.
Mission accomplished, Captain. Here's my full report.
Khali, listen. You're gonna find out eventually, so I might as well tell you now.
About what?
Do you remember the arms dealer we interrogated?
Of course I do.
Well, believe it or not, the woman you knew as your sister was actually his daughter.
What?
She was the mutant we'd been looking for. And there are no exceptions for mutants. I did what I had to do, with the Lord's blessing.
What did you do? Are you telling me you killed her?
There's more. Your father had been knowingly harboring the mutant all this time. He's in custody now. But, in light of your service, the Lord has agreed to spare his life. He's talking over the terms with Anand as we speak.
You didn't answer my question! Did you kill my sister?
Lower your voice. And yes, I can't imagine what you must be feeling right now. You loved her, and I know it's hard to believe what she really was. But the evidence was undeniable.
What evidence?
Her scarf. Your sister's scarf was Tasha's keepsake.
The scarf?
She said the arms dealer gave it to her as a gift. He wanted to pass it down, I suppose. Without knowing it would get her killed.
No, that scarf is...
It's hers, Khali. She confessed. If nothing else, she loved you enough to get it over with and spare you any further pain. I'm sure you'll need some time. Go home. You're the best right hand I've ever had. I trust you. And I hope you can still trust me.
Oh, good grief.
No.
Excuse me?
That scarf is mine. The arms dealer, Jad. He gave it to me, not her. Rasha wasn't the child. She's not the mutant. I am!
A Flora's wings are a symbol of magical power and status. Almost all commoners are born without them. For those few exceptions, their wings are a symbol of sin.
I beg of you, let me see the priest.
Sister! Rasha, you've been training hard. Think I'll make it though?
Of course. You and I both will, together.
You are ready to join the Keepers of Justice and Order. Do you swear to serve our Divine Lord?
I swear eternal loyalty.
Fine work today.
If I'd left when I had the chance. Have it your way. I'll be a symbol of sin. All your sin. And I'll make you pay. I swear it!
Oh, boy. All right.
Stop!
Khali.
Rasha. No. No!
Not exactly. It's just a series of events led up to
And I don't want to hurt your father.
being, I guess, responsible for it. It's just, ah.
But in light of his sins, he can no longer serve as a priest. I'm going to take away his magic.
No. I'm not going to let you.
And Lion always said you were so very wise. If you truly want to save your father... I don't think I've ever seen you up close like this. Your magic, it feels so... alien. Lion got it wrong, didn't he? You are Tasha's daughter.
I'm not really sure you call it bad guy, but he's definitely very pompous.
Khali, run!
Many of the High Flora that I've come across, they see themselves as gods. Aside from Adele, they basically see themselves as gods and the upper authority on morality and what is right and wrong.
Father! I can't leave you!
Go. For Rasha. Live on, my daughter.
Oh, okay. So that's where the Red Wings come from then. Oh, she made it to Pantheon.
With the single thought that I had to survive, I walked and walked. And when I finally reached the border of continental Grandis, I was so relieved that I passed out then and there.
Kaiser!
All right, I'd better bandage them up. Make sure they don't do anything stupid. You're awake.
What is this place?
It's Pantheon, obviously. I'm Nova Guardian Kaiser. And now, who are you? And what are you doing here?
I was on the run. I happened to come this way. I'm not here to make any trouble.
Right. A high flora just happened to wander up, huh?
Which tells everything that happened. I ran so I could live. For revenge. Your heart is full of anger and pain. I believe you speak the truth. Revenge. That's right. I survived for revenge. Remember all this anger, all this frustration. All right. So there is second job advancement. So now we want to insanity. Mastery 5, okay. Oops. And then the booster, this is what we want. Sweet. Okay, now the booster is going to boost our attack speed for a short while. Okay. Well then, that was a lot more intense than I thought it was going to be. Wow. That was brutal. I bet, like, in the future, I don't know what the whole storyline for her is going to be, but from here out, I would not be surprised if Khali and Kadena end up being like new sisters paired together. Because Kadena is essentially she is the princess of the Nova people. When Magnus came and basically dethroned the royal family of the Nova. And so we'll do this. So Magnus came and dethroned the royal family of the Nova. And in doing so, he killed Kadena's family. She's the only surviving member of the royal family for the Nova. And in order to hide, Kadena, I'm pretty sure, cut off her horns, her wings and her tail. So now she looks like any normal human, essentially, in the world. But she is a full-blown Nova. And she, Kadena, as far as I know, I haven't played through her full storyline yet, but as far as I know, she is also doing basically the same thing. She's living for revenge, getting stronger so she can go and take on Magnus and take back her home. Khali here is basically doing the same thing. So I would not be surprised if somewhere along the way, someone were to write a story where the two of them get together and become either best of friends, like almost like new sisters, almost. Because that's how basically parallel their story is. And I would really like to see that. But that is where I'm going to hang it up today. This is, wow. This is a lot more brutal than I thought it was going to be. I was really I knew where the story was going to go the minute he said something about the scarf. I knew where it was going to end up, but I was hoping against all hope that it wouldn't. And it still went there. So it still sucks. Oh, and also now we kind of know where the Red Wings come from. We saw them in Adele's storyline, where there was a high Nova, or not a high Nova, a high Flora that showed up in her storyline. I have to go back and check it out again. But there was a high Flora that showed up with red wings. And I'm pretty sure that most high Flora have gold wings. But the red wings, it appears, are from these commoners that have been born into magic. Or, as they call them, mutants. Which are just... that's just brutal. So they somehow survive and do their own thing. So that's where the red wings come from. The blue wings... oh, that's what it was. The Flora, the normal Flora, they were able to use technology in order to get their magic back. Because the high Flora ripped their wings off, ripped the magic out of them, and like just because of this difference of opinion. I'll have to look it up, and it'll be part of the Maplestory lore series that I do. But their wings, because they use technology to get of the Flora, like Ilium, because they use technology to get their magic back, their wings appear blue. So that's interesting. I'll see if I can play more of this and get it up to like the next story beat, and I'll have to see if I can make either a video for you guys and put it up on the channel or something like that, so that way you guys can follow along the story as well. But yeah, I think I will hang it up here for now. So if you guys want to check out the whole story of everything we are up to this point, be sure and check out the whole thing if you come here live and coming towards the end here. Be sure and go back to the beginning, and it will show the journey from 1 to level, I don't know, probably level 30 is where it should be, because this is a burning character. It's done during an event. That's why it's level 40 right now. But normally this would be about level 30 where I am now. So you can go back to the beginning, check out the whole thing. It'll show the whole story up to this point. Trust me, it is brutal stuff. But yeah, I'm interested to see where this character goes. So I might actually save this more for next week, and I'll just play along. I know it'll probably be a little bit boring seeing me go through quests and stuff like that to get this character leveled up, to go through story beats, but I'm interested to see how this story plays out. Yeah.
Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you saw, and I hope that you'll be back next week to do it again. If you want to be notified when I go live, be sure and become a coin in the vault by hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell. Be sure and have a look around the channel and check out Maplestory the Novel, Sacred Tears, Sly Cooper, Rise of Vexen, or Arcane, all of which are fully voice acted with sound effects and music. Don't forget to comment and tell the voice actors just how good they did, because without them, it wouldn't be as awesome.
I hope to see you guys next time. So, until then, my friends.